6 out of the 10 best performing emails we've ever launched at IX Media have all been text-based emails. Now, if you know what a text-based email is, you're probably like, yeah, that makes sense. If you don't, here's what it is. A text-based email is an email that looks like a normal email. It's not a fancy graphic design. It's just literally text, right? Like you would send to a coworker, a friend, family member, so forth and so on. Probably not a family member. But the point is they have incredible power. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of our best performing text-based emails that have quite literally made thousands, or I have to check again, but probably tens of thousands of dollars. And the last thing I will say in this intro to really nail in the point, you can quite literally copy any one of these text-based emails, format it for your own brand, and if you launch it today, you can legitimately make thousands of dollars because you don't need a designer. All you need is a computer screen and a keyboard to type it out. So hope you guys enjoy this video. God bless you, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, so here are the 6 best performing text-based emails we've ever launched in no particular order. By the way, I just counted all the revenue from the brands. I think they made about 22 grand in these 6 text-based emails. And the great thing about text-based emails is that literally you just got to have not literally, but all you have to have is a bigger list and you'll probably make two, 3 times the money. If this email right here had, instead of, whatever amount of subscribers they had, and it had like 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, 300,000 subscribers, the revenue would just go up. So a big part of it is just your list, which is, you could see it as a curse, but I see it as a blessing, right? All you got to do is, get a bigger list. But anyways, let's read it. So I'm not going to read every single thing. I'm going to describe the email, and then you could, if you want, specifically read it. This is from one of our clients. Shout out Melody, Lauren, great brand, great, client to work with. Point is, the first one is a text-based email about a brand update. So for them, pretty much what the email is saying is like, hey, this is when the tariff situation was happening, so it was really, really tough, not only for them, but for a lot of brands. But what we ended up doing was selling out because of that. So this email was essentially supposed to say, hey, the tariffs are going on. It's a brand update. We're about to run out of stock for the first time in, XYZ amount of time. And, as a founder, and you give a little, sense of your personal story, like, as a founder, whatever the situation I'm going through is something that we're doing the best to handle it, add some of your own personality to it. You could take inspiration from the email. And then, for them, we said it's a very long email, but it's very personal. That's something I also like to preach as well. Just because an email is long doesn't mean it's not a good email. This is a very long email, and it was one of the best, if not the best performing email for them. And you give a brand update. So pretty much for them, it was saying like, hey, we're about to run out of stock, and this is your last chance to get Melody before we run out, and then you're gonna have to wait for the next shipment. Now for them, of course, and then you could read it on and so forth and so on. But the point is, they had 2 choices. One, they could just try to wait to sell out, or without using a discount, they could guarantee sell out like that. And before the tariffs got worse or better, at least it kind of, is kind of insurance to say, hey, it's not going to get any worse than now if we just sell out now. So that's what they ended up doing. And this is a great performing email. Matter of fact, like I don't have to double check, but it was literally one of their best performing ones. And it's a great email, right? It's super personal. And the thing about this is, if you're a brand owner, or if you're a brand owner and you have an agency doing something like the text-based emails for you, no shame in that. Do it, right? Let them do that you're paying them to do the emails for you. But especially in text-based emails, try to review them and add your own little spice to it. If they're really good and they know exactly what they're doing and they know you very, very well, they'll speak in your voice. Even if they use AI, they'll know how you speak, and the AI will know how you speak. But it's good to jump in once in a while, especially if it's something like this where it's a brand update and then you give your own perspective. It makes a huge difference in the way people respond to the emails, because a lot of the times, to a certain extent, your customers and your subscribers know you as a founder. So it's always good to give them more context and just write the email as you would actually write it. So jump in the Figma file or whatever platform you're using and actually, hey, change this word into this, change this word into that, and it makes it perform a lot better. Next one, founder birthday, a gift inside. This one, I try to templatize it. This is the exact copy for one of the other emails for one of our clients, but I just try to templatize it a little bit. But anyways, that's the exact subject line. We use a founder birthday gift inside. Hey, name, it's whatever your brand name is. Hey, it's Alex here. Just a quick note before my birthday, on birthday. These emails do so well. If it's your birthday, you're going to have an extra birthday gift if you just include this. Every year I like to give gifts rather than get them, and with whatever. So you could say, and with 4th of July coming up, and with the Halloween season, as and with the gifting season, whatever or as 2026 starts coming around, we're turning both celebrations into one meaningful birthday gift for you. Get, and then you could put input. So if it's like, you could put like get supplements now, get drinks now, get your detox on now, get better for you chocolate now, get delicious, whatever now, for 15% off and free shipping. No code needed, shop now. You don't need the code. That's what we did for this client, but you don't need it. And then warmest, name, founder, and then brand. Very, very simple email. This one does absolutely well. Again, these are literally the best performing ones we've ever launched, so I don't have to keep saying it. But this is a super simple email. If it's your birthday, it's coming up, don't lie. Do it on your birthday, or even, or what you could also do is say like, because this is what I did for one of our other clients is like a year ago, literally a year ago, more than a year ago. What I did is, I wish I could find it, but I basically did it, but I wrote it in the first person as the email marketing guy. So I was like, hey, Mr. whatever, I think I'm not gonna say his name, but Mr. XYZ's company name. Let me have a bit of a birthday gift of my own. He gave me 15% off, but he didn't say I couldn't share it with everybody. I had a bit of a cheeky tongue with it, and I was like, that's why I'm passing the savings on to you. And then we improved it, and it made a lot of money. But yeah, birthday emails doesn't have to come directly from you. It's cool if it comes from the founder, but it could be your email marketing guy. It could be a co-founder. It could be anybody. They crush, especially if you have a discount. But you don't need a discount. By the way, this email didn't need a discount. You don't. People think in order to make a lot of money, you need a discount. No, you don't. This is a brand update. No discount. This one did have a discount, granted, but let's go to the next one. Next one, supply chain update. And I think this one was also from Melody, because I'm telling you, these two did really, really well. This was, I think, that the email that came after this one. But you could read it yourself. It's another brand update. So it's like, hey, we brought in 2 new pallets of, whatever, we came in with the supply chain, blah, 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 blah. If you haven't tasted it, and then here's where you input a little bit about the product description. You give a little bit of, this is what it is. Here are the unique selling points. Here are the features and benefits, blah, 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 blah. Try it now. And then you end it off like whether you're on a diet or whether you're trying to get better, trying to get healthier, or trying to lose some of those Christmas pounds. Here's the perfect product from you. And then for them it was with Carrie Lauren, founder of Melodic Drinks. Super easy email. And again, we get the founders' input, especially on these types of emails. But another brand update again, and this is, I think I mentioned in another video, but if you know that you're kind of in a tough spot, right? Whether you're even I don't wish this on any of our clients, but it would be very interesting, and I guarantee you would perform exceptionally well if one of our clients like packaging got messed up or anything like that, and we were to like make an email saying like, hey, we messed up our packaging, but because of that, you're getting access to a limited edition XYZ, and then those emails make just a lot of money, and you're not lying. Just tell the truth. Right, just literally tell the truth. Hey, our packaging got messed up. For you guys, that means you get special limited edition XYZ, and we're also throwing in a few goodies, to help sell out. Say it. If you're in a position where you have to sell out, or something happens that, or like you have a lot of extra stock, you have a lot of extra product, you're about to run out of product, anything like that, make it part of your email, especially in a text-based email coming from the founder. It crushes. So for this one, it was just saying, hey, we got 2 new pallets of the product, shop now. And for them, it was even better. They got new product. Hey, we're getting new product, buy now. And then you get first dibs. You can say something like that. Next email, I think I templatized this one. Yep. Hey, name Alexander. We kind of messed up. My apologies. And again, name, you could use syntax on Klaviyo to change the name. Hey, name Alexander. We just made the biggest mistake of our life. Right before Halloween sale, we ordered a bunch of product to go in production to prepare ourselves. It finally came in. Although we were able to meet the demand, we're now hosting over XYZ product. So the first part is saying, hey, we just made the biggest mistake of our life. Right before Halloween sale, we ordered a bunch of product, but because of that, we didn't order enough to prepare ourselves. We ordered a bunch of product going for it. It finally came. Although we were able to meet the demand, now because of that, we're housing so much more product, or so many more pallets. And honestly, we're not able to store all this extra stock. So I hope you're in the mood for. And then you could say like, from Melody would be like, so I hope you're ready for your 2026 detox, right? Something like that. Use code and then whatever code you want for 15% off today's order. You don't have to put a code. We did it in this case. Shop product, and then you could add like a little end footer, which is like, and because they just came in, the product is as fresh as it gets, right? Email crushes. And again, the good thing about it is any angle, you could use any single angle. This brand, this email right here and this email right here, we're both 2 completely different brands, and they were both for new product coming in. So it doesn't have to be, oh, we're about to sell out. No, if you're having new products, say it. Use everything as your advantage. Next two emails. This one, I remember when this one came out, I was not expecting it to like just pop off. This one did so well. I was so shocked. Super simple. It's Father's Day. It was Father's Day. Code. And then for the code, I actually do put the code. It's cool because if you're an agency and you're like, oh man, people, the customer is gonna like see the code and they're gonna use it for themselves, and we're not gonna get the attribution. The simplest thing, just do it. Like the simplest way is like they're just gonna click on that. You already have their curiosity, and then they don't even know what the code is for, so they're gonna click it. So don't worry about that. Anyways, hey name, congrats. It's Father's Day today. Want to celebrate him properly? Shop perfect gift. Best name, font, or brand. Use code XYZ. Crushed. If I had to say why, very short, direct to the point, and it was a perfect holiday email, and it crushed. We're going to do this again. We launched for another brand, did just as well, or really, really good. Launched this email. It says, I'm telling you, I'm giving you guys a sauce. These are so easy to make. This one did really, really well. Last one, addressing your concerns. This is a perfect definition of Eminem. So Eminem, if you've seen the 8 Mile in the rap battle where he's like, I do live in a trailer with my mom. Anyways, that scene where he's saying all the bad stuff about himself, and then the guy is like, well, I don't have anything to say about him. So, but because it came from Eminem in the rap battle, you should see that movie. It was fire. I watched it with my dad. Because it came from Eminem, or in your case, because it comes from your brand, you have the angle, you're able to control the perspective and the narrative. So this is a perfect example. Addressing your concerns, and then for them, we could put like whatever emoji you want. In our case, we did. Hey name, Alex here. I thought I'd share a concern I've been hearing a lot about recently. If you've just been using store-bought dough or those just add water mixes and wondering why pizza still tastes meh, there's a reason for that. So for you guys, keep the first line the same. If you've been trying better for you candy, and you're still wondering why, but you can't stick with it because it still tastes meh or still tastes bad, there's a reason for that. And then you go into and then you say all the bad stuff about, your competitors, not directly, but, generally speaking, what makes you guys different. Most of the mixes cut corners, cheap bleached flour, no fermented thyme, far too much yeast, hello bloat, zero property flour. For you guys, you could say, most brands have, artificial dyes, not organic ingredients, or if you're like if you're selling a product that is definitely not organic, you say most brands, you don't even have to be better for you, but most alternatives try to, it tastes horrible. They use a bunch of like fake nasty ingredients. It doesn't matter. You could just say it however it's going to make the other person look bad or the other brand look bad, or industry rather. And we created and then put your brand name to fix that. And then you go check marks, right? 48-hour fermentation, naturally leavened, no rubbish ingredients, dough that actually tastes like dough. So for you guys, no artificial preservatives or tastes actually good. Next one, no organic, all organic ingredients. And if you have no organic ingredients, it doesn't taste like crap, right? You have fun with it. 4 of those is fine, so don't worry about it. Just some great quality dough balls. For them, they're selling pizza dough. It's what happens when you stop settling and start using better ingredients. If you'd like to give us another try, click the link below, shop product, and then best regards, name, blah, blah. Mystery button, they work really, really well. There you go. One last thing I'll say about this is it actually works really well. I didn't include it I didn't include the email I'm thinking about in this video, but I probably should have. But it's another email. It's very similar. So this little line right here, if you'd like to give us another try, click the link below. This email, from my recollection, I'm pretty sure, was sent to people who have bought before. Why is that important? If you have a decent enough list, again, 5,000 profiles or more, and hey, we want to send out an email to re-engage our audience, or, we want to just get a lot, big sale. Like if you're thinking, okay, we want to push a lot of revenue, but not so much with the sale because we don't want to kill our margins, but we want to engage people again and, get a little boost in revenue. Perfect email you could do is something like this, where, you say, hey, these are all the good things about us. Here are the bad things about the brands. Here's what makes us unique. This is our unique selling point. Shop now. By the way, no discount at all for this one, and it crushed. One of the best performing ones for all Ike's Media emails. If you just send that email with a discount, and if you don't want to do a discount, you don't have to. But the people who have bought at least once in the past but not bought again, those emails will crush. Because if you call out because now most people that have bought once, maybe they don't buy again, but they're like, I don't really feel a need, but they still receive your emails and then maybe they still open them. It's not going to hit home to them as much as this email will. Why? Because number one, it comes from the founder. So right there, it's a text-based email. It makes it look more personalized. But because you have the little line, if you'd like to give us another try, or you can make in the top, you'd be like, notice you haven't bought from us in a while. If you call that out, now they're like, oh shoot, this guy actually might be reaching out to me. Or just the fact that it acknowledges like, hey, you bought from us before, that makes all the difference and can literally make you a lot more. Literally absolutely crush it. Your click-through rates will literally double or triple, if not quadruple, if you send it to that specific audience. People who have bought before, but not bought in a very long time. That's it. Best emails possible. I'm telling you, pick any one of the emails that you think may work for your brand. Again, just anything that you think has a possibility of working for your brand. Take inspiration, redo it today or tonight, and send it out today or tomorrow. I'm telling you, it will make you a lot of money. Doesn't cost anything. You don't even have to include a discount, and it's super easy to make. Make sure you follow the structure. Just make it. Don't go too off from the structure. Just follow the structure I gave you on all 6 emails. Change the copy up a little bit for your own brand, and it'll make you a lot of money. All right. God bless you guys. Thank you for sticking around to the end. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want some possible help with your own email marketing, the first link in the description will take you to a Calendly link. Book time on the calendar with me or somebody in my team. I don't know who it'll be. Maybe it's me. Maybe we'll meet. That's so weird. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow or whenever we meet. And God bless you guys. I hope Jesus Christ enters your life. God bless you guys. Peace.